What's going on, everyone? AndCap24 here, back with another video for the Gun Trips tight end offset. Yesterday we showed you a play, Fake Screen Wheel, in which we added one hot route to it, made it really successful, made it to where you could basically beat all coverages when it came to stock coverages, as long as they weren't doing anything exotic, manning up their own players or whatnot, and showed you a lot of success. I told you on that video that I was coming back today and showing you some more things we can do with the same type of matching principles. I did learn that there were some people in the chat that were upset that we were doing just hot routed routes when it comes to hot route master, outside apprentice, wide receiver apprentice. The reason why I do that in the end of the year is because it is the middle of July. Most players that are playing MUT have a hot route master. Most players that are playing CFM have the ability to have a wide receiver that has wide receiver apprentice or outside apprentice. However, it got me thinking, trying to figure out what we have as a fan base as far as this channel. So do me a favor, put in the comments below what mode you play. That way we can kind of tailor a little bit more. If we're finding out that 90% of our people that watch our videos are just playing regs, then we'll probably do a little bit more when it comes to just route combinations that are not hot route master. Okay, so for those that did not get as much from yesterday's video, I'm going to start off with the same exact video, but we're going to try a different route for you, which I was planning on doing anyways. And what we're going to do is, yesterday we put this X on a post corner. Today we're going to put him on a comeback. That's all we have to do. Put the player on a comeback. You go against cover 2. You're going to see the same thing's going to happen. You'll be able to hit this player. Easy catch. You're going to get yourself a good 20 yards, right? 15 to 20 yards depending on what the run after catch is. It's going to work the same thing against cover 3. And just kind of make sure that you see this. Cover 3, doesn't matter what it is, this guy's going to get open on the comeback, okay? So wanted to make sure that we hit that right away. If you're playing, the modes to where you can have a hot route master, apprentice, or whatnot, the post corner gives you more opportunity to throw it down the field for about 5 to 10 yards more, just because of the nature of the route. But if you want something that you can use for regs or in combination with that, the comeback's great. Now, the reason why I like the comeback is because now we're going to set up a couple different things where I want to make sure that you understand. You don't need all 3 routes for this to work. You only need 2 of them. So I'm going to take the B away. And this is something I showed in past videos, but I love this B route when I go ahead and I motion him over, and I'm going to be able to hike it right when he about takes this big step, and he's going to be able to get to the right side pretty easily over there. Right? So it's a cover 2 beater to the right side, and then it's a cover 2 beater to the left. There is absolutely no way a user can cover either of these players. They've got to pick one, right? If they start doing things where they're manning people up or they're changing things up, it's really going to leave them thin, right? So it's one of those deals where, again, when you do this, you wait until this guy takes his big step, takes the big step, you hike the ball. That time we didn't get the ability that we wanted, but you can still see that we're going to have the ability to get up the field. You just want to kind of pass lead it in. Now, what I want to talk about this route combination is a lot of times you're going to have issues where, I don't say you have blocking issues, but if they're sending heat, you can take this B and you can block the outside left tackle and still have an easy ability right here. Take that double team, and it's a 2 route combination. This guy is going to still be open, right? That's a cover 2 router. If it's a cover 3 blitz, let's try it here, where I'm going to show it to you where, something where, say they're blitzing everybody like this, and I'll do it like this, where they're blitzing, and it doesn't really matter. They're blitzing the house, right? Well, in this case, again, all you got to do is have 2 routes. You can have it either the X on the comeback or the X on the post corner. Hike the ball. Now you got everybody blocked, and you're able to throw this ball to that player to be able to catch it. Okay, so I want to make sure that you see that you don't need the special routes to make this work. Comeback does that pretty easily. Now, there are other things that we'd like to do on this play when it comes to using matching principles for our own benefit. And when you can go ahead and really make them frustrated when it comes to playing stock coverages, that's just going to open up the world for you. Okay, so we've shown this in other videos to where we can do different things. What I'm going to show you here is I'm going to put the X on a streak, and then I'm going to put the A on a crossing route. Now, the first thing, before we get into this crossing route, yes, you need a hot route apprentice or tight end apprentice, whatever. I'm going to show you different routes to make this work as well, okay? So say you're doing this against cover 2, move this guy over, And so you're going to have your cover 2 beater over here, take the big step. Now you're going to be able to beat the B up the field, but you can wait for this A. He's going to come across the field. Nobody's going to be on him, okay? You're going to be able to catch that ball on the left-hand side. Now, if you don't have a crossing route, it's real simple. Just put him on an in. And we've shown this before where we're going to do this. This is another cover 2 beater. We're going to move the B over. We're going to hike it right there. So now we always have this B route if we want to up their sidelines. Now we have this A route. And what you saw what I did was I playmakered them up. By playmakering them up, you kind of get that same distance when it comes to a crossing route, right? I just want to make sure that you understand that there are routes that you do to make it easier. And then there's routes that you can do to make it work, right? So, I mean, if I'm in a hot route master, I can do a post and have the same success. What I like to do is I like to put the post on the B, X, and then like this, right? And the reason why I like to do this is because I want a threat for the user to have to see the B. Now, what else could I do with this? You know, I could make it a smart routed in, you know, something like this. I can make it a slant. You know, it doesn't really matter. You can do different things. I just do the post because, you know, I do play MUT and I do get the hot route master, and it's just a little bit of an easier bait. That's all it is, right? We're just looking for bait, and you playmaker that man up, it goes up the field. So this is a really nice route combination to use when people are not blitzing. They're blitzing, we could do the same thing. All we got to do is, you know, do something like this where we take the B, help us block it, and then now this guy's going up the field, get the little playmaker up the field like this, and now you see you have that ability to throw it up there, right? So there's a lot of little things that you can do to make this work. Now, this was all against cover 2. Now, I can go ahead and do it against cover 3, all that works. The reason why it works is that the Y route takes away the player. So this time I'm not going to do any of those exotic routes. All I'm going to do is a slant and an in. You can see that the in goes this way. We're going to push this guy up the field. And now we've got this guy easy, right? So this is a concept that I've shown before in different plays, but I really like it out of trips. The reason why is because trips is so hard to stop with everything else that's in it, that once you start getting things to match on them, that's really going to make things even that more difficult, right? So there's a lot of other things you can do. You know, we can put the X on a streak, we can put the B on a slant, and then we can just move the slant over, right? Something like this where this guy's going to be a slant now. He's going to go across the field, and you're going to see that once he goes across, we're able to throw that ball pretty easily and get our catch, all right? It's just about knowing how to clear out routes in order to get things working. So just because I showed a couple different things in yesterday's video doesn't mean that's the way you have to do it. I want you guys to think conceptually. How did he do this? Why did he do this? What can we do to gain the same thing, right? So now, if you want to, you can move this guy over. And when you move this guy over, only on certain route combinations it'll help you, but it does give you the ability to have blocking on both sides. So in this instance, what we could do is something like this, to where we put him on a smart route out. We get blocking on both sides. These guys will go ahead and match. And now we got this player, right? So this route combination, this route is really what the video is about. How to use these, I call them tight wheels, right? It's not a wheel that goes to the outside and then up. It literally, you know, kind of gains elevation as it goes. And that's going to take a lot of your matching principles away, giving you the opportunity to use these type deals. I love this play so much because of the fact that this is probably the most called cover 2 beater that I'll do out of this formation, is using this B to my advantage to the right and the X to the left. As long as I get the timing down where I take the big step, he goes up the field. Now I'm going to be able to throw this ball over there. He's got an easy catch. I can throw that all day. Once I get the user to have to worry about that side, we just come back to the left, right? That's just one of those deals. Make sure you put the A on the streak, because if you put the A on the streak, that's going to help keep that player out. Now they have to go to the right. Now I'm waiting for the left, and we got easy throw. So use this play combination. Guys, you don't need to have hot routes to make yourself successful, but I do want to make sure, guys, please put in the comments below what mode you play. If you play more than one mode, great, let me know. I just want to make sure that we are hitting tips for the majority of the people, and you know, it's just more of a opportunity for us to really know at this time of the year what you guys are looking for. You know, if people are only playing MUT or only playing regs or whatever the case is, it just gives me a little bit better of a gauge of things to put on the channel until Madden 21. And typically, if you guys know, in Madden 21, I always start off with only tips. I don't say only tips, but mostly only tips when it comes to just regular routes, because a lot of people don't have those abilities yet in Mud. They don't have those abilities yet in CFM, so I want to give the most tips possible for everybody and want to make sure that even though it's at the end of the year, if you guys are looking for just regs tips, I need to know that. So I appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.